Welcome to my channel. This is Dr. Leela AM bringing you tutorials on Python Pandas. This is tutorial 6 on reading CSV files in Pandas, which is the continuation of tutorial 5. So in this tutorial, we are going to focus on 3 factors. First one is reading and returning the first and last few rows of a very large data frame. And second, reading and returning the whole of the large data frame. And lastly, if the number of rows set in Pandas is less, then how to increase the number of rows returned. And these factors will be demonstrated with examples. So as usual, first, before we start the examples, we must import Pandas as PD. Let me execute this cell. So now I have imported the Pandas as PD. Take the first case of reading and returning first and last few rows of the large data frame. So I have explained in the last tutorial a data frame which was data underscore silver, that is, it is the data about the silver that has been traded on stock, and it was converted into CSV file that we have downloaded from one of the websites, and this contained 6,000 and odd rows, and that I have taken here and noted the new file as data underscore demo, and reading this CSV file with pd.read underscore CSV, and I have given the file name with the extension .csv. Then I am asking it to print the data. So now when I execute this, you observe here the first row indicates the heading of each of the columns. So the first column is date, next opening price, highest price, lowest price, and closing price, and what is the volume traded, and the currency. So rows are designated with the indices 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. and the last row is 6,103. So even though it contains 6,103 plus one heading row, totaling to 6,104 rows starting from 0, it has printed only first 5 rows from 0 to 4 and the last 5 rows of the data. Okay. Next, let us see what we should make changes to read the whole of the data. To read the whole of the data, we have to give one more statement. In the print statement, we have to make a change here that data.demo is the file, new file name of this CSV file that is read. To read the whole of the thing, give the control to underscore string with the closed parenthesis. So when I execute this, you find here that I can see the whole of the file containing all the rows up to 6,103 is the last index of the last row. Okay. So by using this print statement with the modification .to underscore string with a closed parenthesis. So it prints the whole of the data. So how to number of rows returned, it is actually defined in the Pandas option setting, and let us see how we can check what is the maximum rows setting in the Pandas. So after importing Pandas, print pd.options.display.maximum underscore rows. Execution of this will give a result which is the maximum rows setting in Pandas. So let me execute this cell. That means if the data frame contains more than 60 rows, Then what happens if we give the print statement to this? We shall see in the next cell, execution of the next cell. So that will only return first and last 5 rows of the data. So for example, let us take the same data, silver data underscore silver dot CSV, and then print it. Now because of that limitation 60, it has printed only first and last few rows of the data. Now let us see how we can increase the number of rows so that we can display the whole of the data frame with just print data frame data file name with that command, not using .to setup. So now to increase the number of rows, we give the command pt.options.display.maximum underscore rows is equal to. Now our data is having more than 6000 rows. So I have set it for 7000. And now if I take that, read that file data underscore silver and then print data underscore demo, this will print the whole of the data of the silver, 600 and odd, all the rows of the data. Suppose if I make it less than that, say I make it 700, what happens? Now you see, it is not covering the whole of the data, so it has printed only first and last 5 rows of the data. Thank you for watching. Hope this was useful to you. If so, like, share and subscribe to my channel.